going to change gears here at this point. We're going to kick off the day with something that I think is maybe one of our most important initiatives here, and that is EDI, Equity, Diversity, Inclusion. Every single organization today has got an initiative for inclusion and diversity, but it is so essential for what we do here at Cisco. It fuels the power of the connection that we create. So what do we mean when we say inclusion? It's smart business. It's not about checking a box here, right? This is about making our organizations as strong as they can possibly be. It's about igniting fresh ideas. It's about sparking creativity from multiple viewpoints and perspectives. So how do we get there? Well, here at Cisco, we get there by closing the gender pay gap. We get there by focusing on social justice. Inclusion is about accelerating talent diversity. It's about extended and expanded partner development opportunities. It's about supplier diversity. Where do we get what we need to build what we build? The more diverse, the better. The more diverse, the stronger we are as a company. It's about CSR. So right now, we are going to head it across to the other side of our studio, where Nish Parker's got a couple of special guests with us. Hello, guest. I get to see you up there in the camera, but Nish, let's go ahead and send it your way.
Thanks so much, Steve. Now, as you said, this is a really important topic here at the show, and especially because Cisco's purpose is to power an inclusive future for all. So I'm joined by Kim Pash. Kim, you are the VP of Virtual Sales here in EMEA, and Phil Wolfenden, you are the VP of CX Centers here in EMEA. So welcome. How are you both doing?
Great. Thank you for having us today.
Of course, and thank you both for being here. Now, I want to dive straight in and talk about this topic and why it's important. I know we've been talking about DEI for a long time. Why is the conversation continuing? As Steve said, good for business. Tell us a bit more from your perspectives on this topic. I know you're both very passionate about it.
Yeah, I think we both are, so I'll be really quick. So if you look at our overall purpose, empowering inclusive future for all, it really is at the heart of everything that we do. We heard just now about the importance of driving innovation, and when you have diversity and you are inclusive, you can drive more innovation within your teams.
Absolutely, and no, it's our purpose. It's part of our purpose. It's part of our mission statement, actually. And Cisco stands on a platform of delivering outstanding value to our customers and partners. You can only do that if you look like our customers and partners. You are representing their diverse thought processes and perspectives. And to go back to Kim's innovation point, innovation comes out of seeing a problem from a certain perspective and fixing it and coming up with a solution for that. You can only be inclusive, you can only be diverse and broad with our innovation if you represent all of those viewpoints. It's kind of science, really.
Absolutely, and I've got a long list here of things that you do day to day at Cisco that are super impressive, and I'm very grateful to have you both as leaders at our company. So Kim, you are the executive sponsor for EMEA Connected Asian Affinity Network. I could list 10 other ones. I know you are also the formal leader of our Global Women of Cisco community. And then Phil, you are also global sponsor for our CX DEI Council for the Connected Disability Action Network as well. So you're obviously very passionate about it. Where do you think your passion stems from for this topic?
If I look at myself, I think it's really important to have representation and feel like you're included. And I can speak from experience when I was promoted to a vice president. I had so many people come to me and tell me, I can actually see it now.
Yes.
I see you, and I know that I can do it. And that makes me so happy, and I feel it's very important to just open up that door and make sure that people can follow me through it.
That's so amazing to see. Like, I'm one of those people when I look and I see people like Kim, and
I have the door open for you.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, Kim. How about you, Phil?
When I see people like Kim, it inspires me as well, by the way. So my passion originally came from a family situation. So I have an autistic son. And as he was growing up, I met lots of people who had defined the capabilities of my son through what he couldn't do, rather than what he could do. They'd assumed some things about him which weren't actually reflected in the person I knew. And at that point, I really had developed a passion for making non-represented voices be heard. And as I've come into a business leadership position, I've understood how critical it is to get everybody's voice, not just heard, but included, driving the strategy, being involved in the execution, because it's, we've talked a lot this week about sustainability.
Yes.
I see, that's the right thing to do for the planet. I see inclusivity as like sustainability for the human race.
It's the right thing to do for everybody,
Absolutely.
every citizen of this planet. Every citizen.
Exactly.
Wonderful, thank you. So let's dive into some of the practical things that we do at Cisco. Hopefully it's going to inspire some of our viewers with new ideas for their own organizations. So can you share some ways that Cisco is promoting inclusivity in the workplace?
Well, it starts with being engaged and being educated. So we have an initiative called Proximity.
Yes.
And it does what it says in the title. You get proximate with people who don't look like you, don't feel like you, don't identify like you, and you have a conversation and you educate yourself. In a lot of ways, Kim and I are both professional allies. We don't have lived experiences of what it's like to be in each of the minority groups. How do we know? Well, we find out. We get educated by the people who have that lived experience. So it really starts there. That's our platform for educating ourselves and the organization.
I love that mindset. How about you, Kim?
Oh, we have so many cool things at Cisco Niche. I can start with our inclusive communities, that we really want all of our employees to feel like they can be in a group where that they can relate to. We even have our graduate program, which you were part of.
I was,
and
very proudly.
We bring very talented individuals in, and what's so great about that program is that we can bring a lot of diversity, not just male, female, but full spectrum diversity, and we're very, very focused on that. And if you just look at all of the stuff that we're doing here, and if we talk about diversity and sustainability, it's not just about the climate, it's about everything that we're doing in total for our employees, for the communities, the smart cities, everything that will actually promote inclusion and make people feel like they belong.
For sure. Now you both have very large organizations. You have hundreds of people in your teams. What would you say you do to inspire inclusion in your own leadership teams, and what effect does that have?
Well, I practice what I preach.
Yes.
If you look at my leadership team, I have a very diverse team, and I hope that I lead by example and people can see that I'm not just talking the talk, I'm also walking the walk.
Yeah. Same, as leaders, live it. Nail your colors to the mast. Don't hide it. Celebrate it. Talk about it at every opportunity. We both exist on the power of our teams.
Yeah.
If we're excluding talent from our teams because we're not connecting with them, shame on us. It's like fighting with one hand behind your back.
Well, we're almost already out of time. I can't believe how quickly the time's gone, but I just want to give you an opportunity to let our viewers at home or wherever they're watching from, one call to action you have around this topic. Any thoughts?
I would say two things, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
I'm in sales, I want to have two. Number one, if you're here, please watch the rest of our Inspire Inclusion series. We do have some sessions today. And the second one is, go and just help someone. We have our multiplier effect, where we ask everyone to find someone that they can sponsor or mentor. Even if it's someone in your neighborhood, if you're volunteering, go out and help someone and open up that door for them.
Thank you, Kim. Phil?
Cisco Live has 16,000 people in one place from every nation on the planet, probably. Go talk to someone. Identify someone who doesn't look like you. Talk to them.
Gosh, I feel so energized going into the last day of Cisco Live. Thank you so much for joining me here in the studio, and thank you for everything you're doing to be amazing role models for us. Thank you. Steve, back over to you.
Thank you so much. Great interview, important interview. Great job, Kim. Great job, Phil. Thanks to both of you for bringing us this very important story, and we're really glad that you were with us today. You do great work for us here at Cisco every single day. Right now, we are going to play a fantastic innovation talk from this week on the Women of Impact, who are disrupting the status quo to advance equity and inclusion. Aruva Ravichandran has a great panel with her. I hope you enjoy the iTalk. We will see you right back here on the other side. Here we go.